Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. We'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season.
Might have a chance. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! He would not be denied.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The run from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level. Right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Sooners will punt this one away.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. With the catch, it's Smothers. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Hand off for Brown. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
Shows him the stiff arm. Caught, and he's got room. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Arch is going to throw for it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking for space, it's Smothers. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. The sure hands, it's Townsend. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that down.
Third and short now from their own 48. Manning with a play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. Inside the 40. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Trying to move them on the counter. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
It's on target and complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Sends it back in motion. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Running inside, it's Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Manning. Now sliding to his left. He's going to take off. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To throw, Manning. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Good, right down the boulevard. But wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty, a mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulls and fires complete. And he'll hop it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
On the move to his left. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I love the design by this offense. A great job rolling your athletic quarterback outside of the pocket to the left. Get him on the move. Get him away from the defense. Don't have him standing in the pocket. And now I give him a choice. Can he run it or does he throw it? He hasn't.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Pucks it out of the air. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Escapes the pressure going right. Grabs it. He gets it in. Touchdown Sooners. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone.
Makes the grab in their space. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Mateer. With the catch, it's Harris. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw it again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. There he goes. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Arch to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Wingo. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Throwing Manning. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. DB's right up on the receivers. Here comes the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
One more snap coming before halftime. Here's Manning to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Got enough for the first. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Terrapins with a complete demolition of the defense. They went over 70 points today. Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this. And that's now 5 straight victories. They've really been clicking on all cylinders at this point of the season.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Mateer. Hauls it in. And he'll be brought down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. just goes up and takes it away.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Moving out to the right. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Now on the counter. On the move at the 30. Bulldozes his way through. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. But I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Fires to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, here's Robinson. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on first and goal that can maybe back them up.
He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from Pater.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but you got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Snags it and he's open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Got it behind the line. It's Simon. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The run inside. It's Smothers. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. 4th down, Manning. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
To throw, it's Mateer. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working that left side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33. And the Sooners, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Manning on play action. Caught by Coleman. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
On the move. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He's got him. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Arch Madness. Going deep. Got it.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to...
And he will score! Touchdown, Texas! The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He sends 3 wide receivers left, 1 on the other side on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Makes the grab, it's Sategna. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, too, just hand offensive 1st and 10. They'll give it to Robinson. Maybe a crease. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep...
Touchdown, Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Manning. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now facing a third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hart's going to spin it again. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Trying to take it back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's second and 11. Trying to impose their will with the run. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Sooners line it up with a first and goal. Going to the run, it's Robinson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Smothers. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Arch is going to throw for it. Got a man. It's Wingo. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The corners are walked up tight. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Makes the grab. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the depot.
To throw, Manning. Finds his man. It's Townsend. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Finds his tight end.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. Complete, left side, Coleman. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck zero, and the ball game is over. It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that golden hat north of the river. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.